What's the next show about, Molly?
Pretty straightforward. Same planet, Earth. Population of roughly 6 billion. Carbon-based humanoids in the early stages of industrialization. The next episode will center around your own individual survival.
Imagine a galaxy where television rules and ratings are a matter of life and death.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Even you're not that twisted to destroy a whole civilization because of a television program.
A higher power has arrived.
Not just a television program. The top-rated television program in the galaxy.
I'm tired of being the only hope for these innocent planets when you target them for destruction.
Listen, I just want to observe you. I've been telling everybody about you for years.
I have no god, I'm frequency.
This is Alpha 2 Moonchick. To anyone, please respond.
What is frequency?
Frequency is something that exists, but you can't see it.
God exists too, but you can't see him.
I'm looking for a chip.
Run, Amy!
Do you believe?
Yes.
A mind control chip is the key to enslaving a galaxy.
I'm gonna kill you, McBride!
Whose fate relies on the trust of the innocent and the faith of a
For
child.
generations I've fooled galaxies, but not a little girl.
It's light against darkness in a never-ending battle for the eternal destiny of innocent souls.
So, now you know. What is that?
The sensory zone has been activated.
Someone's in the building.
Where is she?
But you're gone. You are mine. Like all the rest of the souls in existence. Rapture. Yes. The chosen.
Then what happens to the series?
This will be the final episode, ending with John 141 being terminated on Earth.
Outlaw Prophet, starring David Heavener from Prime Target and Twisted Justice, Rebecca Holden from Knight Rider, and Davida Sharon from Fugitive X.
Molly, do you read?
Affirmative, John 141.
How are you this evening?
I am functional. And you?
Excellent. Can you give me a stat?
Certainly. You are 12 centigrades from level 2, at which time you will receive instructions.
Mission Felipe?
Affirmative. This is a peaceful mission.
Molly, what's going on?
I don't know, John.
Good evening, John. The noise you hear is an American space modular making a futile attempt to arrive at a sister planet. Your mission, should you decide to accept it, which you will, is to find the computer which will disengage the killer ship from blowing the human ship to smithereens. And there's where it gets good. You only have 200,000 galactites to find the computer, which, of course, is less than 5 minutes human time. Any questions, John?
Is there any human life aboard that spaceship?
Well, of course. You're wasting valuable time, my boy.
What's the code?
The code is 141.
3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. Liftoff.
We're just wondering why the levels are so high. Everything's fine.
Molly, where's the neutralizer?
You have 2 minutes and 10 seconds before the U.S. spacecraft is blasted out of existence.
Molly, give me a stat.
Do you remember that TV series that didn't get good ratings?
Affirmative.
This is what's left of its cast.
Now that's what you call a dying career.
You have 81 seconds until destruction. Danger, danger. Level 3. You have 28 seconds until the ship is blasted out of existence. Seconds, John.
Unable to find system component.
Reverse the code.
He reversed the code.
Termination activated.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
No.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No!
concludes this week's episode of Escape 2020, starring John 141. What a shame. The entire spaceship automatically is simulated in a frequency limbo, just because John couldn't deactivate the killer robot ship. Wiped out in the span of seconds. Too bad, John. You can't win them all.
Go away, McBride.
Don't be a sore loser, John. The humans had a fighting chance. We won fair and square. Good game.
Your game and their lives.
Human life is cheap, John. And the television audience out in the collective loves a good kill. Or even a good save. Whenever you're lucky, that is.
I'm tired of being the only hope for these innocent planets when you target them for destruction.
You forget, John 141. You have no choice in these matters. Escape 2020 is a top-rated show in the galaxy. It's why you were created. It's why you exist. Fill him in on next week's episode, Molly.
Make it brief, Molly. I'm tired.
You're a cybernetic frequency organism, John. Tired does not apply to you. I'm going to recommend a full overhaul for you after this last episode. You're behaving very strangely.
Molly, can I ask you a question?
Proceed, John.
May I take you out?
If you wish. Feel better?
Extremely. What's the next show about, Molly?
Pretty straightforward. Same planet, Earth. Population of roughly 6 billion. Carbon-based humanoids in the early stages of industrialization. Your mission, should you decide to accept,
As if I have a choice.
is the usual. You're the only hope of this planet. The next episode will center around your own individual survival and your ability to convince the natives that they are about to be conquered by an alien civilization. Your destination is Paris.
Ah, France.
No, Paris, Tennessee. Population 10,141. Established in 1821. That would be Earth years. A quaint little town, John.
And what is this?
A church.
A church. What is a church?
A dwelling place where humans gather to engage in what appears to be acts of speaking, singing, shouting, and in some cases even dancing. This human race is a strange breed.
Hold. Extreme magnification. Activate audio.
Good morning, Lord. How are things in heaven? I'm doing fine, and so is Doggy. Thank you for the trees, and the bugs and rocks, the rain and sunshine, and everything else I can't think of now. I'm doing
And who is the
fine,
small
and so is
earthling?
Doggy.
An
Thank you
Earth
for the
child,
trees, and the
relatively
bugs and
young.
rocks, the rain and sunshine,
Who is she communicating with?
and everything else I can't think of now.
Insufficient
Thank you.
data.
Thank you, Lord. Huggies, kisses, and lots of missies.
Is it possible she's attempting to communicate on a telepathic wavelength?
Doubtful, John. The children of this world are historically imaginative.
Don't lay this guilt trip on me. You wanted to be a foster parent just as much as I did.
Well, how was I supposed to know that they would cut my hours? I mean, our first priority, and I told you this, is to feed your own kids. Besides, I told you not to get a kid that's deaf and dumb.
She's not deaf. She just can't talk.
Well, she needs to learn sign language or something. You ask her a question and she just looks at you. Makes me feel stupid.
That shouldn't be too hard.
Very funny.
The social worker said she has some sort of psychological hang-up, that since her parents died, she had a hard time communicating with sign language. I think we should just be a little more patient.
Well, I say, we give her back. Call that social worker lady and tell her.
Just disappear to a brand new world. It's beautiful up here. There's magic in the music.
Watch the players.
Brilliant. An absolute masterpiece of artistic cinema.
Your taste, McBride, is superior. Where did you find these motion pictures?
On planet Earth, in an alley in a metal bin they call a dumpster. I believe the humans to be discarding these priceless films.
Humans have no taste.
Shall we?
We shall.
Very nice. Now to create the antagonist for this week's episode. What do you think?
Brilliantly cheesy.
Thank you. It's showtime.
Oh, come on, McBride. You can do better than this.
Look on the bright side, John. Last month's episode, you were wearing a big black cape.
Yeah, well, at least I could fly. Come on, Molly.
This is Alpha 2 Moonchick to anyone. Please respond. This is Alpha 2 Moonchick to anyone. Please respond. This is Alpha 2 Moonchick to anyone. Please respond.
Boom.
You make any contact yet?
Are you being sarcastic?
No, I was just wondering if you contacted any aliens.
You're being sarcastic, Billy.
You know, what's there to be sarcastic about, huh? I mean, I'm just your typical seminary student who wants to be a youth pastor. Only problem is, the woman that I love speaks to Martians.
Martians, Billy, when are you going to step out of the 60s and into the year 2000?
I don't know. It's just, I don't know how God would feel about All of this and you trying to contact life on another planet.
Yeah, well, I'm not so sure how God views life on this planet.
Give me a read, Molly.
Humans call it a barbecue, a social gathering for the sole purpose of consuming mass amounts of food.
Hey, boy. You like to have a barbecue sandwich? God loves you. God is good. Amen. And you know what? It doesn't matter who you are, what you are, or where you've been. God loves you. And He wants to have communion with each and every one of us.
God
you know, in
loves
God's
you.
Word, John 3:12,
Won't you join
God
us?
so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth on Him shall not die, but shall have everlasting life. And we're standing on God's Word. Amen? All the time.
Amen.
Let's not waste time, John. Your orders are clear. Proceed for the radio transmission center and obtain instructions for this episode.
What are all these lights here?
Oh my...
What?
It's the indicator light.
What's that?
Hang on. I'm getting the signal.
Molly, I'm picking up a strange frequency. Can you give me a read?
Negative, John. I cannot identify. Danger. Danger, John. It's time to return to the studio, John.
This is Alpha 2 Moonchick to anyone. Please respond.
Danger, John 141. Keep your distance. This is an AM signal.
I'm still getting the signal. It's getting louder.
Who is it? What do you think you're doing? What are you doing with that thing?
John, you're beginning to get on my bad side. If you don't return to the studio within an hour, consequences will be severe.
Lord, I am a wanted man. I'm running from the law. I've got blood stains on my hands from clinging to the cross. I am known in every town. Our darkness hates the glow. Yeah, they want to gun me down, but I want them to know they'll never take control.
This atmosphere, very difficult to function in.
Affirmative. It is exceptionally rich in nitrogen. Also, you're getting older.
That hurts.
You're doing fine for a three-dimensional humanoid approaching the 10,000-year mark. Besides, you don't look a day over 25 centuries.
Thank you, Molly.
John, we have a problem.
John, either you get to the station for your TV promotion now, or I'll blast you out of existence. It's that simple.
You're forgetting one thing, McBride. Without me, there is no TV show.
Oh, John, do you really think that you're so indispensable? Feel free to hurt him.
Hey, over here, big boys.
Thank you, Molly.
The tracking sphere has moved off on a westerly vector, John. There is a 98% probability factor that more trackers will enter your area during the sphere's absence. You will have 61 seconds to incapacitate them.
Don't you ever have good news for me?
Your chances of surviving this particular mission are 1 out of 36 million.
Slightly better odds than last time?
And the crowd goes wild.
And the crowd goes wild?
It is a local colloquialism which I downloaded from the language banks. It means that you have just recently enjoyed a stunning victory.
Oh.
Bogey at 110 degrees.
Give me a read.
Affirmative. You are being approached by an Earthling.
Listen, I just want to observe you. I've been telling everybody about you for years.
Telling who about what?
You! Space! You are aliens, right?
I am John 141. I feel there is nothing alien about me.
John, she's right. From her perspective, we are aliens.
Is that for real?
My voice is a series of algorithmic mathematical wave particles, condensed and magnetically resonated device.
A radio signal, a kind of frequency.
For a human, she's quite intelligent.
And quite talkative.
Goliath was a giant, he cursed the Israelites. He swore that he would kill him 40 days and 40 nights. God heard Goliath curse.
The tracker is severely damaged.
Repair status.
8 hours.
Can you believe we're finally dancing in
that the small creature I observed earlier?
Affirmative. She does not speak, or should I say cannot speak.
Don't be afraid, Dolly. He might be the devil.
I'm not a devil.
How did you know what I was thinking?
I can read minds.
Then you must be an angel.
Give me a stat on angel.
A celestial being, the opposite of devil.
My name is John 141.
I'm Amy, and this is Dolly.
Hello, Amy. Hello, Dolly. Why can I not get a mind read on Dolly?
Because Dolly is not a human being, not alive, a toy, something to enhance the child's imagination.
I knew that.
Are you hungry?
You have company, John.
It was nice meeting you, Amy.
John, you're really beginning to tick me off.
Imagine that I care.
Listen, you impotent collection of fuses and frequency modulators. I call the shots around here. I'm executive producer, and you'll do what I say. And if you don't, I'll pull the plug. And I don't just mean pull the plug on you, John.
You have no hold on me, McBride.
If you don't get to the station, get into wardrobe and do the talk show, I'll reduce this planet to rubble. And I don't mean a simulation, I mean I'll blow it out of existence with primitive thermonuclear weapons.
Even you're not that twisted to destroy a whole civilization because of a television program.
Not just a television program. The top-rated television program in the galaxy. Ratings, dear boy. Ratings. That's what it's all about. Cheer up, John. You may save this world yet.
So whose TV talk show am I doing?
Seal Filler Funk.
Sil Filler Funk. I hate Sil Filler Funk. She's the most sleaziest talk show host in the Cosmic Collective.
Smut, plain and simple. Now get to room B. Oh, and John, be nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is all what you've been waiting for. Sil Filler Funk. And from the Cosmic Collective, here's Sil Filler Funk herself.
Good evening, Frequency Fun Pals, and welcome to Funk Talk Late Night. Tonight's guest is the star of Escape 2020, John 141. Welcome, John. Have a seat. How are you tonight, John?
Horrible, Sil. How are you?
Oh, functioning nominally, thank you. Now listen, we just heard about that stunning loss on the last episode. That was a close one.
I guess you could say that.
I mean, that McBride, he's some mean opponent, isn't he?
Among other things.
Oh. Now, tell us, what is your strategy with Planet Earth? Are you going in for the quick kill on this one, or is strategy the name of the game for tonight's episode?
Well, Sil, I haven't seen this week's script, but if I have anything to do with it, McBride will be history.
Whoa! Hear that, folks? He's going for the throat on this one. McBride, I would take the first interstellar cruiser back home, and I mean now. John sounds mad. Now, John, recap for us once again. What happened on that last episode?
I'll be seeing you later.
Hey, John, don't go. We have a surprise for you. Tell him, Jay.
Okay, Sil. Hey, John, have we got a bonus play for you tonight? You get to fight to the death, with none other than Dr. Death himself.
Yeah, and if I don't?
Oh, well, if you don't, that would be a pity. Hey, Jay, tell John what he'll get if he doesn't play tonight's game.
Well, Phil, if John doesn't play tonight's game, he will get blood on his hands.
And whose blood will that be, Jay?
Let's take a look, Phil.
Alexander and I'm 13 years old. I'm in the 8th grade at Richmond Junior High. My favorite sports are volleyball and swimming. I want to be a nurse when I grow up so I can help people.
She's cute, John. I'd hate to see her go.
Okay, McBride. You win.
For this week's show. Well, we've got to go now, but we'll see you tomorrow night when my guest will be Wanda Wireless. We'll be talking with her about her new hit TV series, Space Cadet, Sally and her wild women on Mars. Well, I've got to go now, but before I do, here's a special offer for all you cool cosmic collectives. Tell 'em, Jay.
Hey kids, if you'd like to join the Silk Filler Funk fan club, now's your big chance. Just write to Still Filler Funk Fan Club, Cosmic Box 4,000,003, Dipperwood Way Collective. If you order now, you'll receive absolutely free a frequency video entitled The Fluzzy.
See you tomorrow, all you late night funk pals. Same light years, same galaxy.
Congratulations, Joe. You worked your way out of that one quite nicely.
No thanks to you, McBride.
But now it's time to return to the station for our original episode of Escape 2020.
No chance.
Perhaps you're going to need some convincing. Slow reflexes, John. So you still haven't learned your lesson yet. I'll see you at the studio, John.
We just received the latest Orion ratings.
We've dropped? Number 2? I won't have it. Research.
Research showed that John 141's ratings have dropped. He lost frequency appeal.
Appraisal?
Appraisal shows the following.
What is this?
It's called a music video. I think the collective will love it.
And that was John Doggy John with his new hit record, Renegade, on WDVL. Hey fans, we've got the weather for you, and it's gonna be hot. Hot, hot, hot here in Musicland.
Hi. Have you seen a guy in a black leather jacket?
Trouble.
What's he done now?
The sphere has been examined and the memory chip is missing.
Missing?
When John disabled the sphere, we lost contact with him. In those few moments, he removed the chip.
The chip is our lifeblood. Without John's knowledge of the chip's location, every episode will be lost.
What if he won't give us that information?
Then we'll kill him.
Then what happens to the series?
This will be the final episode, ending with John 141 being terminated on Earth.
I am the light, I am the light, I am the light.
Anointed one, anointed one, anointed one.
John?
Mary.
John?
Anointed one, anointed one.
You're having that same signal malfunction again, John.
It's not a signal malfunction, Molly.
Of course it is, John. It's probably a bad orbiton.
Give me a read on Earth's religious status.
Be more specific, John.
Publication, an association.
I can give you a particular document some humans use in religious ceremonies.
Basic instruction before leaving Earth.
The Bible.
Research.
As you wish. It is divided into two sections. Humans refer to them as the Old and New Testament. It contains 52 writings humans call books. Which one would you like to see, John?
Read. Freeze.
What a coincidence. There is your name, John.
Give me a read on John 1:41.
Would that be John chapter 1, verse 41, or John chapter 14, verse 1?
How about both?
John chapter 1, verse 41. And they came to him and said, "We have found the Anointed One."
And the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not comprehend it.
John chapter 14, verse 1. Do not be worried or upset. Believe in God and believe also in me, said the Messiah.
Anointed one. Messiah. Who is this God?
John, you naughty frequency. You failed to inform us that you had removed the chip.
Well, see, that's what happens to us frequencies, McBride. When we get old, we forget.
Where's that chip, John?
I don't remember.
Where's that chip, John?
You're really beginning to tick me off.
Ah, yeah. No kidding.
Oh dear, affirmative, John. Affirmative, John.
This is Dolly.
Affirmative. John. Affirmative, John.
I'm Amy.
Affirmative. John. Negative, John. I cannot identify. Danger, John.
You can't do that, John. You have circuit damage. You won't last more than 20 minutes. You have circuit damage. You won't last more than 20 minutes.
this the person standing in the light right here? How come you don't talk? Can you talk? What do you have in your hands? Can I see? Where did you get this?
Affirmative. Negative, John.
I'm looking for a chip.
Must be pretty important to you. Run, Amy!
Prepare to die, to die, to die, to die. Prepare to die, to die, to die, to die.
Why don't you pick on someone your own frequency?
Is he gonna live?
I think not.
You love him, don't you?
Love?
Yes, you know, affection, need, wants.
We are frequencies. We have no needs or wants.
I believe every creature has the capacity to love. Well, I'm really tired. I'm gonna get some sleep. Amy, honey, don't you want to get some sleep?
Dear God, please help Mr. John. I know you can. I'll pay you back someday. If I've earned any points with you, give them to Mr. John. In Jesus' name, amen. 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 Amen.
His frequency is back. I can't understand this. It shows his circuits are restored and he's maintaining frequency. I was worried about you, John.
Molly?
I'll be right back. I'm just going outside to check the external detector.
I had a vision. Thank you.
Thank God.
Who is this God, so that I may thank him? I have no God, I'm frequency.
What is frequency?
Frequency is something that exists, but you can't see it.
God exists too, but you can't see him.
When I was a little girl, I always dreamed of going to Hollywood and becoming a movie star. Little did I know. Who does this guy McBride think he is?
McBride is the #1 producer in the collective. I mean, every show he's ever created has gone cosmic.
Don't you think he carries things to extremes? I mean, after all, movies and TV, they're only entertainment.
In the collective, entertainment is all that matters.
Yeah, well, I guess Nielsen wouldn't disagree with him on that.
It wasn't always this way. There was a time, long ago, when the collective had a direction, a purpose, freedom.
What happened?
Our cosmic system was infected with the radiation of malfrequency. We are pure frequency. You would identify it as the FM signal.
Wait a minute. You're a stereo, an FM signal. That's why my CB was so irritating, because it's an AM signal and you're FM and you're not compatible.
And that's how McBride keeps the collective in his grip. You see, first, he infected the minds of our young frequencies. Then he just let the cosmos run its course. And before we knew it, the collective was addicted to the very thing it despises. Violence. So protect your young before it's too late.
Don't worry about Amy. She's got a mind of her own. She was up all night praying over John.
Why did she pray?
She prays to God.
And who is God?
God is love.
Love. I like love. And I like your God.
He's not my God. He's everyone's God. Yours too, if you just believe.
John, I'm so glad you're restored.
This is something that you might be interested in.
Where did you find this?
Amy had it. In fact, I better check on her.
How do you like it?
I like it. But then again, you're talking to a collectite who just lost all frequency. Why, Molly? You knew that once you transformed, you could never go back.
I knew.
Amy's gone.
Amy!
Amy!
Amy! Where is she, McBride?
She's safe and sound. Well, not really safe, but for now she's sound. I want that chip.
I want the girl.
Then give me the chip. Thank you, John.
You promised.
Sorry, John. I guess you forgot. This is network television. Everyone lies.
I'm gonna kill you, McBride!
I'm going with you, John.
If both of us get terminated, go back to the ship, Molly.
I guess you forgot. For me, there is no going back. I'm already terminated. If I'm lucky, I have another 6 hours.
I have an idea.
For this to work, we have exactly 500,000 galactides to make connection after entering the sensory zone.
What is that in Earth time?
7 minutes. Otherwise, the alarm will sound and McBride will shut down the brain, disallowing connection. Now we're going to enter through the side, and in this area, the brain is located. Now I believe Amy to be here. Once we get to the brain area, you'll have approximately 300,000 galactide, 5 Earth minutes to make connection.
I won't make the connection until you and Molly are with me. It's the only soundproof room in the whole facility.
Your mission is to make the connection. Amy won't be harmed by the signal.
But the two of you will be killed by the signal.
On your planet, you have a thing called faith. What good is having faith if you don't use it?
Hello, my dear. I trust that you're comfortable and content. I brought you something. I knew you left your other behind, so I brought you a new friend. You know where I come from. Television, as you know it, is quite popular. And well, I do a lot of programming. You see, I have a show that I think you would be marvelous to star in. It's about a little girl who goes to different galaxies to help people. It's a very nice show, and it would make you a star of the Universe Collective. Oh, I see. You're worried about the compensation. Well, I can understand that. I am prepared to pay you $4,225,000 Earth dollars, U.S. currency, of course. And you'll be contracted with my studio for 5 years with 5 one-year options. Just think. You'll be a star. You'll be rich and you can have anything in life that you want.
So, you know, for generations I fooled galaxies, but not a little girl. Well, you'll never live to tell it, do you understand me? I'm gonna blow this planet and civilization into the pits of hell. Goodbye, my little one.
Lord, I am a wanted man. I'm running from the law. I've got blood stains on my hands from clinging to the cross. I am known in every town. Our darkness hates the glow. Yeah, they want to gun me down, but I want them to know they'll never take control.
You have 5 minutes and 32 seconds to make connection.
We have over 2/3 of the population of Earth subscribing to our network.
In a few days, we will have control of the entire world.
A sensor?
A chip of code embedded in the hand. The TV cannot be activated without it.
But what if they do not take the chip?
No TV. Bring her in. This is our young one who has not had television for 48 hours. Once you're addicted, it's too late. Take her out. Maybe another 3 minutes. Very good. That'll make for a great show.
Come on, John.
What is that?
The sensory zone has been activated.
Someone's in the building.
Where is she?
John, you take everything so personal. She's only human. Besides, she's safe in the pits of hell.
I'm gonna kill you, McBride.
If there is a God, and you do exist, I need your help. Where is she?
John, trust in me with all thine heart. Lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge me.
I believe.
And I will direct your path.
She's in the tomb. She's in the tomb. She's in the tomb. She's in the tomb.
John? Who is it?
It's me, John.
Is she okay?
She will be all right. Where's Molly?
I don't know. I haven't seen her. John, wait. Where are you going?
Whatever you do, don't turn off that AM signal.
If you go out there, you'll die.
Promise me.
I promise.
And you take care of her, huh?
No.
No, it's okay. I won't hurt you.
Help me, please.
Do not be worried or upset, said the Messiah. Believe in God and believe also in me.
Do you believe?
Yes.
I was taken up.
So, now you know.
The rapture.
Yes, the chosen. But that was in the future, John. What might have been. But now, John, they will all be mine forever. But you, John, you are mine. Like all the rest of the souls in existence.
And they said to him, "We have found the Anointed One."
Yes. And now, it's time for the crucifixion.
It's not me you're after. It's the children you crave. And you want them forever. That's why you want me dead in the grave. You nailed me to this cross. Soon my breath will end. But if you think you're gonna take my children, better think again. Over my dead body, it's the only way you get to my children. Devil, hear what I say. Don't let this land.
So, John, do you want to turn the other cheek now?
Was on the third day, my dead body's gonna rise again.
John, I believe.
Molly.
Everything's gonna be okay, but I need you to stay with me and hold my hand, okay? All right, come on.
Just disappear to a brand new world. It's beautiful up here. There's magic in the music. Rhythm fills my soul.
You were right, Amy. You were right, Amy. I do have a soul. 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 I do have a soul.
Awesome glow.
And the Messiah is Lord. Messiah is Lord. Messiah is Lord.
Dancing in the presence of the sun, as He shines His love on everyone. We're a new generation, a true revelation. All God's creation is doing the sun.
I feel funny. I feel funny. I feel
Amy, you spoke. Amy, you spoke. Amy, you spoke. Amy, you spoke.
Children playing with loved ones everywhere. Angels are dancing. Sweet love fills the air. Can you hear the music playing? The celebration has begun. Let's dance away into the sun.
6 men chosen to go on an impossible mission.
Thomas, Victor, Sergeant, Communication and Demolitions Expert. Varela, D, Medic.
Brown, Weapons Specialist and Language Master.
Thomas, Deal, Specialist Transportation, Armory.
Antonio, Pope, Torture Specialist, and General. Only one man can lead them. A man turned renegade by the senseless murder of his wife and daughter.
Okay, children, time for lunch. Line up single file to the trays. Children, do you read? Come on, time for lunch. Hurry, quickly, quickly. Hurry, quickly, quickly. Come on, Ross. Lunch is getting cold. All right, go, Carly. Amy, honey, do you want something to eat?
No, ma'am. Miss Cleaver, they're here, they're here!
Now, Amy, dear, I know you're really excited about your potential adoptive parents. But remember, this is only a trial. If at any time they should change their minds, they can bring you back. And I just don't want you to get hurt.
Don't worry, Miss Cleaver. I won't be back.
Well, you sound so sure.
I am. God said this is the right family.
Amy, now sometimes our imaginations are so strong that we can create our own world, our own God.
If we create our own God, then who creates us?
Hi, Amy.
Hi, Mother.
How about you call me Mom, okay?
Okay, Mom.
And how about calling me Dad, huh?
Okay, Dad.
How's my girl?
Good.
Mwah.
Amy, we need to go finish packing your suitcase.
I'll help you, Amy.
I'll meet you guys out at the car, huh?
Hello, boys and girls. I hope you're enjoying this morning's feature of Kill 'Em Dead, one of my personal favorites. Stay tuned to find out how you can order your own copy of Kill 'Em Dead. But first, I must discuss a serious problem with you. I have in my hand several letters from some of you whose parents are, well, old-fashioned, and seem to think that my network's programming is too violent and full of explicit fleshly content. Well, wake up, Mom and Dad. It's the new world millennium. It's time to loosen up. My kids aren't stupid. They know what good programming is all about. My network is at the top of the ratings, thanks to the kids. So loosen up and let your hair down. After all, it's only entertainment. It's too late, parents. Nothing can stop me now.
You want to bet?